sio sisi. Mimi nili grow up na I usually date group chats. Mimi it was one wrong thing I'm out. But at this time I really tried. I gave a chance, gave the first chance. Lies were there. And ya pili, almost cheating. Almost. I'm not
what do you
even
mean?
sure. I'm not even sure.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to another episode of the Tembo Diaries Podcast, where we learn and laugh at the times we did not better. And today it's full house. This is the most we've ever had on this podcast, the most number of people.
Bana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today we have our good friends, Joe and Steven here, gracing us with their presence for a very, very interesting topic. They'll introduce themselves.
So my name is Steven. Mostly I work in IT, and recently last year I did some kind of cybersecurity. So yeah, that's almost me. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Joe. I work in microfinance and also work in retail. I guess that's a brief definition of me.
What are you selling in retail?
Retail, I do mainly supermarket and butchery.
Meats.
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
Nice.
Yes, so before we enter into this topic of this day, how has your week been, guys?
Just been okay. At least if I remember very well, for the last week I didn't see any rain. I think that's yeah.
Documentation no longer.
Yes.
And Nairobi did.
Mostly that.
But we thank God that here has not rained because that situation.
It actually rained.
It did.
When?
Yesterday.
You didn't rain.
Yeah, it did.
No, niliamka sikuona mvua.
Hata sijaona hata dot.
The other side.
But I think
Yeah.
Kitengela has a different types of weather.
That's true.
Sometimes inaisha huko down, hapa katikati yenyeshi na inaisha huko juu. So it could be. Haikutofikia lakini. So what have you learned this week?
So okay, life mostly we learn a lot of things, and most of them we do forget. Yet to be remembered the next time.
I honestly don't think I have learned anything. I don't think I have. Like, I have just had a routine. I wake up, I do this, I come back home,
Most of us
sleep,
do that.
and wake up and do the same thing. Like these past few weeks have been like that. So it's just that I just wake up and do. I know what I have to do and when I have to do it. So just show up, and that's it. So there's no time to learn. Oh, I've been reading a new book. Reading a new book. Yeah, that's a plus for me.
Yeah. What book?
Spare Harry. Prince Harry.
How is it, baby?
It's good. He's a good storyteller. Yeah.
Joe?
As for me, I can't necessarily say it's a new thing, but what I've learned this year is this week is actually you can do anything, no matter the circumstances, no matter the time, so long as you just believe in yourself, and everything is possible. Yes.
What made you learn that?
Something really had to happen. You like, you know what?
I got this.
The life
You
experience.
can do anything.
You know, sometimes in life, you make a decision. Let's say I had to make a huge, let me call it huge.
Like changing.
Yes. In a matter of a week, I had to travel a country. I think around 400 kilometers. Come back. I had to move out from the place I was staying. Another thing is I had to bring my sister's daughter and my daughter to Nairobi. And actually they had to join school here in Kagera. While in the beginning of the month, actually, I was broke. But I said I'll do it.
Yeah.
Zero. But see, it's 1 week down. I've done everything. I'm comfortable.
Hey.
Yes.
We're happy for you, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
you can do
did you
anything
say what
with
you
it.
learned?
This week, I think for me this week I just learned to show up. Especially for your friends.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because this week I've had to be a good friend in this one. Because the other weeks have been messing her up.
So sometimes you feel like a lot of things are going on in your life and you don't feel like you can shop for someone else, but just your presence sometimes just matters.
Yeah, that's true.
To someone. Okay, too.
Yeah.
At that point, I think I failed because I think for this last week that ended, I was called by my aunt. So my sister did some mischievous things at the home, and then I was told, call your sister and then do this and this. I was so stressed by that time. I think I had exams. No, I was going to select unis for my next trimester, and then I was like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
can't
no,
show
now
up for that.
No.
But sometimes you have to be there for yourself. Just no, I'm sorry. I would have if I could, but
I can't.
yeah,
right
I just can't right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
but they should understand. Be
Yeah,
if
but
you
I didn't
can't-
tell them what I was going through.
Okay.
I just I just put a pin on it and then I maybe just come.
Well, I hope she's good.
Yeah, she's okay.
So it's just something mischievous. It's like she
Mischievous.
got hacks.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's just something small. It's just a
I
way
don't
that.
really want to know, but anyway.
Yeah, tell us behind the scenes.
So, on today's topic, we want to discuss what men want, but but before clearly with the audience.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I think it's a lovely.
Okay, yesterday we were having a little conversation with her, and I was telling her how we as African women or ladies who are heading toward marriage, ready for marriage, and even if you're married or not, just before you get married, or you hear your cousins or your sisters or your relatives, lady relatives who are getting married on a pewango advice, what you should do for your man, how you should handle your man, blah blah blah. So I was telling her how uko kwetu kuna some older sister or cousin who talk to you before the wedding. That week she will be your they call them your guide. So she will show you how to shower. Actually, it's such a weird thing. Show you how to shower, akuonyeshe hadi sijui vile utakuwa unajipaka mafuta. I don't know what they tell them inside that room, but yeah, so she teaches you a bunch of things like you respect your man, make sure you tandika kitanda hivi hata ukiweza kuuliza kama rashi kidogo, unajua? So that was how this whole topic was brewing yesterday. So yeah, if you don't mind telling us, what do you guys want?
Well, as you already know, men are almost like the simplest creatures.
We are.
We are. No, picture this, Picture this. For example, give an example. We go to the supermarket. You're supposed to get. Sometime I met Joe the neighbors, yeah. I was supposed to get bread and milk. I get bread, milk, cashier, checkout. What do you guys do?
Okay, so you're saying we're indecisive.
No, not indecisive.
We like window
but
shopping.
a little bit
Is that our fault?
complicated.
Okay, a little
complex,
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll just get to
But
the
for us, we
supermarket.
are straight to the point.
You're straight to the point. So we are very simple, as you said.
Sasa unajua ukisema straight to the point, what's the point? So what the point is? What is you're straight to the point, meaning what is these things like? Nimkate na maziwa now said.
In other words, you guys, you want when you go to the supermarket, you have the set things you need.
Yeah.
You won't divert from that list.
That's a lie sometimes. Because
we want
It's not a lie. I do have a list when I go to.
when you have a list and you stick by that list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to admit, I always have a list.
Yeah, me
My
too.
list is just my guidelines. Like this is the
is
ones
the
you must
important.
buy.
Ukishapata hizi kama
Hey,
tuko
you
na
can
extra
stream
cash,
around and look at things and add things on the cart.
Yeah,
But
that's
that doesn't make us complicated.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
No,
Not really. Not
It
really.
doesn't make us complicated per se.
Maybe.
Do you think women are complicated?
A bit, yes. Not
Okay.
even a bit. They are.
When you say, for example, sometimes you are in a relationship and then we ask you what's wrong, you say nothing.
Nothing.
We have to ask that question like 10 times
times.
to get an answer.
But this is the thing. Do you know it's not all women who are like that? Me, once you ask me what's wrong, I will tell you right there and then what's wrong.
Oh.
Actually, you won't even have to tell me what's like. I won't have to act some type of way for you to know there's something wrong. I'll just tell you, what, babe? Kuna hii kitu
Whatever you did, didn't feel like-
didn't sit right with me, because there's no need to be pretending like there's nothing wrong, and clearly there is something wrong.
So that's one of the things that we like as men.
Okay.
That's-
You want people who to shoot
Just
it.
straightforward.
Hit the nail on
so
the
we
head.
we can ask what's wrong and nothing.
Okay,
Then
okay, I can understand why. Sometimes, especially, sometimes you actually personally maybe you actually you haven't voiced out what is wrong. And maybe you are battling with it, trying to understand it.
And
so when someone is
internalizing
internalizing it and sitting with it, sometimes it's just probably, I'm sorry to say, but sometimes it's just hormones. You just feel like shit, but someone else can see you're not okay.
I think that's why I usually leave. Like if I know, like kama tuko pamoja in that particular moment, and I have the option to like go somewhere else. Imagine I'll go if I know I haven't internalized what I'm feeling or processing. Because sometimes it would be such a small thing for us ladies, but you know, like how
we overthink.
Yeah, you
and
do.
then me personally, I'm
an overthinker.
So by the time if you haven't like thought about it and how much you are processed, how much you are, then now it will be a big fight for no good reason. You know, and then at that moment you say things that you probably don't even mean and you can't even take them back. So me sometimes I just leave. But kama ni kitu tu we can resolve right here and now. I imagine just say, because what's the worst that will happen?
So in the simplest form, we are saying that what we want is like a simple communication, right? Instead of asking you what's wrong and then nothing, what's wrong, nothing. And then even if we did something wrong, you're still the same people who's going to apologize to you. You know, you're still going to apologize because you did something wrong.
Because
and then
we have to.
Yeah,
actually, do you know how they're making it seem like it's like we don't like being held accountable for mistakes and like I will do you wrong, but please come and say you're sorry for whatever it is that I thought you did, which I did.
Yeah,
but you say no, that doesn't even make sense.
No. Okay,
but people are different.
I actually tend to disagree with them. I feel like once a conversation is set, like yes, I'm mad. I went and visited myself and came back. We talk about it. If I was on the wrong, I would have apologized about it. Me, I would apologize. I would apologize about it. But if I know, like, I think most of the times, women get angry because men do something, don't do that. So you do it over and over again, like ulisahau. So I'm thinking, like unisikizi ama maybe that he didn't, he was in his head hakuelewa whatever you were saying.
But then labda in passing alikusikia ukimama. You know how they just think, like he was saying he was going to the gym and forgotten about the podcast, and I was like, you know, so maybe now when you keep reminding me,
so bad.
Like, oh, it is him. By the way niliambiwa na sikusikia, then now you know they have to apologize, like they were saying again. But so they feel like they apologize a lot of times. But because these people are always absent-minded sometimes, they think about so many
things that actually it's not
the wrong things.
Not the wrong things. Not the wrong things. Actually, I kept to realize, especially with my hubby, and you have to keep reminding him because there's a lot of things going on in his head that to him, whatever you're saying, it can be important to me, but it's not as important to him at that point in time. Nafikiria a lot of things. So unaambia babe, there we're supposed to go here somewhere, na nakwambia huko niambia, and ulimwambia like 3 weeks continuously every single day, lakini it wasn't as important to him, so he forgets. So I understand. So in other words, mkumbushe tu ama
we cannot say it's not as important, but at the moment you're dealing like with so many
things. At that point in time, it was not as important to you, so you
and then if you're going to ask you what you told me, then it's a fight, you know.
Like kumbuke nilikwambia.
But I think on what Steve has said. What do you want? Let me say, Generation Z. The most expected answer. Wanasema ni peace.
Yeah.
Actually.
Are you in Generation Z?
No. But we are, yani tumeponea kidogo.
Millennials.
Yes, tumeponea kidogo. But the most expected answer at Generation Z is peace. But actually, a man, what men want is actually one, a helper, in which you said constant reminding and everything. That is one. Two, men tend to hold on to someone who will, let's say, we learn patterns. See, it's true. We learn patterns. Let's say you have A and B. I'm not saying you have options yet, but hata kama the time you started the situationships, you had more feelings for the other person. But if the other person treats you right, trust me, the feeling will shift automatically.
This is why some men live a relationship and get married 6 months.
I'm like, how? They will shift automatically. Men tend to hold on to someone who I think
Structure.
yes, not necessarily structure, but I think the support system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men need a
Like
good
where I am
support
failing,
system.
please
Yes.
just buff me
Yeah.
up, you know, like hapa mimi
So
nakuwa
you don't
hivi,
have,
the way we would probably
yes.
better at it than I am. So like, you know, like just remind me that, you know,
So
this
it's
thing we need to work
it's
on.
not this, it's more this, but you'll find men tend to do wrong things so many times, more than women actually. Forgetting. You know,
It's true,
to us
it's
men,
true.
forgetting is doing something bad. We may decide not to come home.
Actually, most of the problems come from forgetting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Think
it's
about
forgetting.
it. You forget our anniversary. Eh?
But sasa
Bana,
hatutaki
my birthday.
tukikuja mnatuscall tena. No, at least try to understand us. I think that's what men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Communication, yeah.
Thank you.
Proper communication,
Yeah,
not just
proper-
communication. Proper
But if it's proper communication, why don't you communicate? Yes, you forgot. Like,
For us men, trust me, we'll want you to initiate. We want to
Yeah,
initiate.
for sure,
Trust me,
for
we
sure.
want.
For
we
sure.
want to initiate the conversation.
It's
I'm
true.
Trust me,
about
we
to
want.
start
We'll
initiating conversation out here, man.
For sure.
For
Yeah.
sure.
wow.
We can decide. Let's say you're having an argument with your hubby. Kila mtu amelala side yake. Do you think he will? Do you think he will? He won't.
Try,
He won't.
baby, I'm sorry.
Until he
Sometimes
Shike,
try.
shike, bana. Yaani
Say, baby, I'm sorry.
atuwe babe, pole.
Hata si lazima useme babe. Hata si lazima useme babe, I'm sorry. If you're looking at the different side of the bed, just come and cuddle me, and I'm sure I'll even feel.
You know, when you get to that, and then you say, unaenda kumshika unasema niache. And then that one single word, it will go like, uliniambia nikuache. Then I'm just,
Oh yeah, but then that's
yeah.
happening with them.
Oh my God, you told me to leave you alone. Why again?
Okay, for me, I think this is why I'm still single. Me, I can't sleep mad. Alafu pia men don't like being told like this is the problem. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes they don't want to be told like, I can't keep telling you the same thing over and over and over and over again, and then you want me to take you seriously. You know, kuna tu vitu tu, it's okay hizo vitu kama hivi tulikuwa tunafaa kwenda mahali. Ni sawa kusahau vitu kama hizo. But kuna some basic, you know, standard things you can't say until you forgot. What do you mean you forgot?
They could have forgotten.
I told you, forget
Yeah,
it.
they forget easily, but they
You forget
one
it.
thing I've
Funny how-
learned.
But their brain is not as small
No,
as
no,
ours.
not about
we are
that.
As we compartmentalize.
No, them they compartmentalize.
Okay,
As guys are
we are-
managers, we have
Oh, yeah,
everything
that's
here,
true.
and we
It's
just
us
can.
who- okay.
Yes, we're the ones who can
Yeah.
string different things. That's why when
Oh, so
an
when-
emotion can trigger something to remind us about
About
something else. Yeah.
So wamechanganyikiwa.
How kama ako gym, ako gym.
Yes, our mind iko directed one place.
Yeah. Mimi naweza kuwa gym na coordinate vile
Home
sapa
kupikwa,
nafikiria
nini,
tutapika nini
tutapika
leo.
mahali.
Eh.
Among the worst things we can do.
Multitask.
No, thinking what to cook.
no.
We can't. Trust
Yeah.
me, we can eat the same meal the whole week.
For sure.
Yeah, but then
I did that all for 1 year.
What was that?
1 year. Almost 1 year. I wasn't like thinking it. I said, I'm going to the restaurant, taking this, I have rice at home.
That's
done.
it.
Yes.
That's it. I'm good for the whole week.
Yeah.
So we're the ones who always stress you guys like mtaka kula nini
Mtakula
leo.
nini,
Wewe
kwa
pikiwa
kwani wewe
whatever
sawa.
tu.
Actually, that is among the most
Yeah.
hated questions to men.
Oh.
Utakula nini? No, we don't want that. Just cook.
Oh,
Me, but then I ask too, like but sometimes we ask not that I don't know what I want to cook. I'm just
Ile
asking
pia.
for your opinion.
And consider,
Like I wouldn't
consider your what you might
like
want.
what maybe if you want something I wouldn't mind making it for you.
But
Yeah.
see,
Best
you
way.
guys know our favorite dish.
Sometimes it
But
differs.
it's not
I
a
know you can't cook
dish
it every
daily.
single day.
Tutakula favorite
Hizo
dish
days
daily.
zingine
Jipange.
unaweza mlepanga tu.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
Actually, they don't mind.
They don't
Like,
care.
the other day, I'm like, so doesn't even really care if you eat ugali and bora una change tu mboga. He's
Ay,
very
my
okay.
Lord.
Very, very,
He's
yeah.
very
Sasa
okay.
tukao hivi tunafikia menu.
Wewe utapata menu.
Breakfast
Wewe
and
hapo kwa
dinner.
fridge the bag.
Hiyo
Funny thing.
hiyo ni ya watoto.
Funny thing, I did a menu once.
Yeah.
That time I had rice for like a year. I did a menu.
Right, boy.
True
I can't
story.
even imagine having rice a whole week.
True story, eh? So I tried to make a menu. I have this and this and this. And then rice came like 3 times, I think.
3 times.
Because I
Yo,
think
guys, who has had the most influence in how you view relationships, or what relationship, or how relationships should be for you?
Or let's start with how's relationship with your parents. Yeah.
Oh.
I would say mine is okay. Like we do talk on maybe I can say on a regular basis, not once in a day. Maybe say 3-4 times in a week, probably.
Yeah.
Your mom or your dad, I'm a combined.
My mom.
Of course.
I mean, my mom will call me at the randomest times of any day of the week. You know, so for me and her, I don't even have to like text her all the time because I know she'll always just call me. But with my dad, she would text Yana to like, hi dad, you good? I'm good. You? Yeah, I'm good. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Or unless he's sending me something, maybe a photo, something, you know, hey, that's it. But okay, like when he calls, you know, there's something
Wrong.
no, not wrong, but important. Yeah.
But hey, maybe, let's say at least a couple of, like maybe 3 times a week, I talk to my mom.
Yeah.
And at least my dad, at least once a week.
Okay.
Yeah, once a week. We talk once a week. Other than that, I don't know.
I feel like the relationship for me now is good.
Hey, I don't even have to talk about relationships with my parents.
We talk about that some other time.
But I think when we grow older,
Yeah.
the relationship with our parents improve.
Yeah, you know,
As
there's
of
now
now,
respect. Yeah.
Let's as for me, with my mom, let's say we can talk. Since I have had grandchildren, I usually niliwatoa quarter.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
she has to call every single day.
Yeah.
But for my dad, we can. You have been raised by a single parent, so maybe we talk once in 2 months.
And that's understandable.
Yes, or even we don't talk. Or we can even talk twice in a year. So it's kind of different. Yes.
But sister, you know, you're not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like you can't blame that kind of situation. Yeah. So who
But
has
the
had?
relationship is we don't have a bad relationship.
Okay.
We can meet
I understand
once in
that.
a year, have a talk, like man, yeah.
Mechamuhimu.
Mechamuhimu.
So I think he should start like
Yeah.
who has had the most influence on how you view relationships.
On how I view relationships, or how I okay,
Or
it's
how
just the
you,
same thing.
yeah,
it's
Or
not
how
the
you
same
think.
I don't think I have. I think relationships you should just handle them the way they come. Mimi siwezi sema I want this to be like
Yeah.
because we'll have different things in our relationship.
At the end, you end up compromising.
Yes,
Yeah.
because let's say you're living with the expectations zenye hujui mahali ziko. So as for me, I think if I'm going to start a relationship, let me take it the way I can take it. Yes. I think that's for me.
And if I can try to ask, if you don't mind, did the relationship with your mom and dad like have an influence on you? How it ended as you grew up?
Of course it did. First thing, okay, these are some things that we are not supposed to disclose, but I've already informed you I have a daughter.
Yeah.
But we split the
The
mother.
mom.
So you see, I'm living a life where I don't want my kid to go through what I went through. So I've tried my best to be present in her life, and I thank God that I have to live with her now.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm living with her right now, and I'm
Full
going to-
time?
Yes, full time.
That's so good,
Yeah.
man.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
going forward, I think yes, it was a bad thing which happened, but I think it taught me a good lesson. Yes, your children don't have to suffer because of it.
Yeah.
Your issues are different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mtoto ana makosa.
As for the kids, you guys are going to teach them. It's really sad. Yeah.
See, now you see, from that relationship you came to learn
Yeah.
to be always upfront with yourself and your emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm.
You?
My relationship, I can't say, I think I also brought up by a single mom. My dad was in and out, but for me, I think it was something like I said I didn't want.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I don't
for
want
yourself.
I don't want that for myself. I
Yeah.
don't want to be in a relationship with a man or have a child with someone and the man is not present in the picture. Yeah. So I think from that, seeing that, I love my mom and I turned out well, but I didn't want to be a single parent. Unless maybe God forbid my husband dies, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
different
another
story.
story, yeah.
But from the down go, just raising a child, I feel like they need both parents. Yeah. And for me, emotionally, like I need a household.
Stability.
Yeah, that's stability. A household
Yeah.
where the two heads are working towards the same goal. Yeah.
I think for me, my parents have really shaped what I want because they've been together since 1982.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
At how many years? 40?
Almost, I think 40.
Yes.
Yeah.
82.
42.
42.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I
Yo.
so yeah. So like what I get so many different dynamics of relationships from them. So I know what I want or what I will tolerate for myself. Because here kuna vitu pia maybe ana tolerate me, maybe siwezi, but I think they've taught me to just find your person. You will always just, if you know you found your person, you'll just know this is it, because there's no way you're breaking up. There's that it's not even in your mind.
It's not an option.
It's not an option.
It's not.
It should not be.
Yeah.
Like for me, it should not be an option. We will fight after for a whole week. Okay, like not at physical fighting.
We don't advocate
But some things just linger in the argument, and which is okay. But eventually, then it's like these are the same people who want to corruption to use. Like that kind of love. I want that for myself. I think they have really shaped what I want. Alafu pia the fact that they're tolerating like things nonsense. Not nonsense. Is it because now it's like we become teenagers all over again. You see
The house is empty now.
yeah, they're just the two of them, then But yeah, that has really shaped what I like. That has had an influence on how I feel like how relationships should be. Yeah.
So as for me, I would think that what I would envision in a relationship is some kind of both of us are doing some kind of compromise, because
Always.
yes,
Always,
always
yeah.
compromise. And then I think for the new generation, Generation Z.
Yes.
I think
You
so.
see why?
Generation Z.
Hakuna next Z there's some other generation ama ni hao ndo wako.
Double Z.
Wow.
You can see they already married in the late.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, they have a kid.
Watoto 22,
21 you have a
watoto
kid.
watatu, sijui.
Oh my god. I think now it's like history repeats itself because our parents
Were like that.
were like that.
Yeah,
They were
that's
getting
true.
married young or having children young. So see, we were like, we don't want that.
I think
Nobody
our
can be a
generation
cat.
might be the worst one, because divorce cases are high.
I had yes.
Yeah, pia our guns are so high up right
Yeah.
now. Like, yeah,
We always on
And
defense
then
mode
for
though.
the smallest
that's
inconvenience,
You leave.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kwanza if I'm with someone alafu like we're having maybe a small argument, and then if that is even in your mind or mouth, if it just comes out of your mouth, imagine tuachane tu sahi, because kama sahi if it's
Small things.
small thing
You're passing around.
tuachane imagine.
Wallahi.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
Because I feel like relationships you have to fight.
Yeah.
You
to,
choose
have to.
this person every single day.
Every
you fight.
day.
Yeah. So it's smallest inconvenience of like
Hata unaifikiriaje tuachane?
out of here. This is
Je, kama unaonanga na sahau kila saa sasa.
Niachane, ache
Niache
basi.
You know, like
Go.
there's this Friends TV show. Yeah, like Chandler and Monica when they started
Yeah,
dating.
Friends,
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So there was this time, Chandler didn't have like a long-lasting relationship. So when he was with Monica, and then one time I think they had a disagreement before, and then the next day when they met, Chandler was saying, "This is over now," and then Monica was saying, "No,
Yeah, what do you mean?
we just
we
argued.
have disagreement. I
Yeah.
disagree with you." And then she said that this is why you don't have like a long-lasting relationship.
Yeah.
Because you always
Flight mode.
Yeah.
Flight when you
Yeah,
go
you're ready.
always ready for
Yeah.
flight.
Yeah.
No. Sit with your feelings bana.
Ikume, usikie uchungu.
Usikie, alafu ukuje tuongee.
Lakini to be honest, talking about someone with the small inconveniences lives, I think I'm affected.
Really?
I'm one of the people.
Inconvenience, really.
Any small,
Inconvenience.
any small,
This is-
I'll move. I'll move.
In what circumstance?
It depends on the circumstances.
Any-
It doesn't matter.
Trust me, I'll move.
Why?
I
Flight
just
mode.
You know, I'm asking why.
Coping
Because
mechanism.
it's a coping mechanism,
Coping
yeah.
mechanism.
Because you're
For
like-
him, that's all he knows.
You're like, if this person has done this right now, if I continue staying here, she might
Because
do something more.
But you know,
What's coming
I
worse?
feel like the more you
our
stay.
brain learns patterns. Ukisha learn hii pattern, unajua hii ikianza hivi, the next 2 months itafika. 2 months itafika. So what do you do?
No,
No.
no, why don't you talk like
unless you know this
People
person is a psycho. Like you have just realized by the way, if I sit here I might die or I might kill someone. You know? Leave. You know?
Yeah.
Know when to leave pia. Si
Yeah.
tunasema tolerate vitu
Utato-
zingine.
well,
some things you can't
Lakini,
tolerate, you have about
you
it.
can't leave at because now she's telling you unasahau kila siku.
Alafu we are human
Ama-
beings. For example, tukisema tuanze, when we start arguing today, do you know we'll do that every single day?
No.
Trust me. Trust me.
No.
Not
We love each other.
necessarily.
No.
Okay,
No.
let's say not even.
If you don't squash it, you'll be arguing every single
not
day.
even arguing. Let me rephrase it. Let's say arguing inafika mahali hadi mnaanza kutusiana. This is once you do something. It's like raising your hand on a woman. Once
Yeah,
you do
we
it,
do
you
it.
always
Yeah.
do it.
There's no
So
going back.
on the other side, argue mpaka imefika mahali disrespect inaingia ndani. Once disrespect imeingia, it's over.
That's not in a relationship anymore.
Yes.
It's not.
Exactly.
Because
Because
now you don't even
ikisha
respect
anza
each other.
hivyo.
You
Yeah.
don't have to, actually I was saying, I was to
Yes.
say, sasa vitu kama hizo you should not tolerate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mimi-
ndo nakwambia
Yeah.
unless
Know you- know your
realize this
boundary.
person
Yeah.
is psycho
That's what I meant.
and-
Mimi
yeah.
ikifika a point,
Ah,
me
sasa
just
matusi
quit.
nayo hapana.
Yeah, you and I
We just quit.
Ayo, sasa why are you calling me names?
Yeah.
Or like if you question my character, you know?
Yeah.
No.
Talking of relationships, can you guys tell us your relationship status?
So, I'd start and say maybe 2-3 months single by now. Yeah.
They should exhaust.
Uliachoka chika.
Aliachika.
Unachika, because in some situations you just feel like maybe you're trying too much, and then what she told me is that she needed time to fix this and this, and I couldn't help. I understand. Okay, it's true that I couldn't help the situation because it was a very difficult situation. But the thing that maybe hurt me the most, I asked her, like, she said she's not okay like us splitting, but then I asked her that, are you okay like hurting both of us? And then she said yes. And to me that was like, it was hard, that was hard.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been dating?
Yeah.
Approximately, I'd say 3 years, almost 3 years.
Whoa, yo.
No, this was supposed to be the 3rd year.
Still.
Still, hey.
You're supposed to be the third
Look
one.
at
Yeah.
Joe.
Mimi nikimake it to 1 year.
You're married.
Hey, marry me, please.
But you know, it involves a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
We broke up like 2 or 3
Times prior.
2 times, yeah. Last year I think.
What was the reason for those other breakups?
Wow, most of the things it was me. No, last year it was me. No, but I did apologize.
Okay.
And then before that, when I can't remember, but whose fault was it? Maybe it was me too.
Maybe.
Probably. I don't remember, but you know, like most of the time, it is easier to blame the guy.
Yeah.
I would say it's easier, but we are tending, ladies are tending.
Yeah, you guys are always the problem.
You always-
Most times.
Because
Most times.
because unajua itaanza, unajua ile siku ile ulifanya ile siku ile,
Ile siku
like
ile.
last year. I'm not supposed to say this, but last year, you know, we talked about for men forgetting things.
Yeah.
We are supposed to go to hike, like the 2 of us, and then I kind of forgot. I did forget.
She didn't remind you the night before?
No, she didn't, because she said that I keep reminding you a lot of things, you know. And then I told her, like, I forgot, maybe I did have a lot of things. And then I told her, maybe you can just tell me, we had this thing planned, we can go maybe tomorrow or Sunday or Saturday. You know, that's like very simple communication, right?
Yeah.
When you're splitting, sometimes let's say breaking up, I think it was October. I don't remember that year.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was sometimes between the end of 2016. So all the things start coming up. You know, I told you we are supposed to do this. We are supposed to go here. I keep telling you things, but come on, now.
Hiyo ilikuwa
No, that's
imejua
like the back issues, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but before that, it was like kind of.
But 3 years, god damn.
Yeah, it is. It's a long time. But I feel like sometimes people break up for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, true.
No, I
Because
did
now.
at that time. I did.
Yeah. At least you acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to this show inakuwa Makadara, inaitwa Makadara na Nitoa.
Ndio.
No, hii inakuwa
Courts.
show ya wakulima.
Shabasheko.
Jamhuri, inakuwa Jamhuri.
Oh, nini?
Show,
Like there will be
SK, yeah,
educational shows.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Yeah.
So the night before, yeah.
Flag.
So we planned like we'd go, and then the night before, I think I saw some, as Joe said, like we take some patterns, you know. So in our texting, when we were texting the night before, I detect like something maybe is missing. So I asked her like, what's your name? And then she told me nothing. I was like, are you sure? Yes, nothing. I'm like, "Hapana, it doesn't feel like nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So the next day I was like, sorry. The next day tulipokutana stage, and then we were going to the Jamhuri camp, and then she was acting. I don't say acting. Maybe she didn't know, but she was happy. Like we are going to this. I'm like, maybe I'm missing something.
Maybe she was just feeling some type of way at that time.
Yeah.
Fast.
You can even say
Feelings
that.
fast.
You can say that, and then we understand. But I ask you, and then you say nothing, and then the next day it's like completely nothing.
But then
happened.
we should learn to say I'm feeling some type of way. I don't know what
I
it
don't know what
is,
it is.
but
Yeah,
I think I do say that a lot.
At least at kama you don't know, I do this.
There's something
There's
off.
something. Maybe you can do something.
First,
maybe
let me
to
tell
cheer
you,
up.
like a few days to your period. Do you know how crazy you can get?
So
You can
annoying.
get really crazy.
So annoying.
So I feel like you should communicate. Like communication too is what is needed.
Joe?
As for me, sina details zingi first. I'm single, and I'm not as good as Steve. I won't communicate, I'll ghost you. Once you hit the maximum, trust me, I'll ghost you.
Why? Just talk about it.
Just go ghost me. You know, sometimes men, like, we love. I wanted to say we can love, but we actually love. But inafika a point where I don't think you can. So let's say in a situation, trust is lost. Now sometimes sisi mimi nime grow up na I usually date group chats. Mimi it was one wrong thing I'm out, but this time I really tried. I gave a chance, gave the first chance, lies were there, and ya pili, almost cheating, almost. I'm not
What do you
even
mean?
sure.
Almost.
I'm not even sure. I'm not even
But
sure.
almost like they were flirting, almost like
Flirting is cheating.
Planning to meet.
It is cheating.
Planning to
Planning
meet is
to
cheating.
meet.
What's that is
That's
even
cheating.
bad.
Yes.
That's what.
The worst thing is I also gave a chance.
Oh.
I think that was the point where my respect went down. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like kama unaniforgive
So
flirting
ilifika
and
mahali
meeting
too.
someone.
As from there, the relationship was never a relationship.
if I may ask, how did you find out?
Ah.
How did you find out she was about to meet someone?
I didn't know. I didn't know. You see, I think sometimes men lose.
We do.
Let me say this.
Oh, we do. You do.
We do.
Is that a question or a...
He's saying yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I
Yeah,
had
we do.
gone for a few months. Somewhere in some country. I decided I was supposed to come back on Sunday. So nikajiambia since I'm done with my work, let me come back on Saturday. Saturday nikasema let me come and
Surprise! Oh, shock me.
So I was surprised actually.
Surprise!
I was surprised.
Surprise!
I was surprised. Yeah.
Woo!
Aka become the showcase.
Yes,
Hey,
I
man.
was surprised. Nilikuwa surprised.
Okay, what happened? Let me have to see. Like, if you don't mind, can you
She was going
paint
to
a
meet the
picture
child.
to
So,
us?
hii ni vitu ilifanyika. So long as we're not disclosing the
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
it's safe, sindio?
Yeah.
So,
We don't even know her.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Nobody
Yeah.
knows her.
Mm.
I came back. We were talking. That day I almost got an accident actually. My car just went off the middle of the road and I was overtaking. And then I called her. Yeah, hey, wait. I had a near-death experience. Saa hii tu, I was overtaking, gari ikazima na niko katikati ya barabara. Sema pole and stuff and nini, but sikumwambia I'm coming back to Nairobi. I was just going for hizo drive. So nikasema ni sawa, so akaniambia naenda soko kubuy
Groceries.
So akaniambia, do you need some stuff za nyumba yako? Nikasema yes, I need and I really appreciate. Akanipigia hesabu nikamuuliza how much do you need? So
Come to surprise my baby.
nikakuja nikatembelea bishte yangu mechanic because I had some issues with the gari nzima.
Yeah.
I wasn't so good with it. Nilifika mapema, I think around 5. I was already in hotel. Nampigia niambia baada ya soko nini and stuff, but soko kumenyamaza.
Yo.
Soko kumenyamaza. Seems wanaona that. Asi uongo. So that was the point mimi nilianza kufeel.
Maybe alikuwa ametoka soko akaenda kupitia somewhere kwa
Yeah,
yake.
mimi nikasema maybe it is fine. It is fine. Mimi nikaendelea na shughuli zangu. So around 7 nikaenda hapa kufanya makarakalisha. Nikapark the opposite side of the road. Nikampigia nikamwambia there's something I want you to pick. I've sent a friend to pick them. Little did I know, nilifika hapo the same time the guy she was supposed to meet alifika hapo. So ni vile tu mimi nilikuwa kwa gari, yeye alikuwa amesimama gari. So akaniambia Baraka, nikamwambia sawa, akakuja. So at first hapo anajua ni mimi because my guy is that blue so yes yes. So akafika hapa akanipigia akaniambia amesimama wapi? Nikamwambia nikaasha hazard. Nikamwambia kuna gari inaasha hazard kuja hapo. So time alifika karibu ndio akaria. Okay, she was tense.
Of course.
Mbaya sana. So akaingia.
Your side is here and your man is here.
Lakini sasa hakuwa. Umeona ile mtu ako comfortable. Like hapa anazunguka. Okay, mimi nikasema sometimes maybe ni mtu wako nini, but nikarealize she's a bit young. But nikajua this is my fault because I left some wine for fridge. And nikasema ni sawa. So my phone was unaona hapa kwa gari hapa katikati. So I was taking my phone to change music. It was like a fight. Alirukia simu yake once.
Oh, alijiuza.
Kwani what is up?
The famous.
Kwani what is up? Sijui nini akaanza ku unaona ile sasa your hand is shaking.
Was the guy calling? Okay.
Mtoka ametext na mimi
Alikuwa ametext amesema amefika.
Hey,
So mimi time niliangalia simu, naona ile si hata umeshika. Nimefika. Hapa hivi.
Watu wanaonga future notifications. Tamusikia. Cheat kama unataka kucheat
Hapa
cheat
hivi.
vizuri.
Video notifications bwana.
Sasa nikauliza what is going on. Ni nani amefika? So anaita hivi man. Hao tu kunje ni wakora. This number was saved as a dot. Namba isionekane. Trust me, kadoti hivi.
My lord.
Unaona kadoti hivi. Dot.
Lord. Full stop.
Yes, full stop. Thank you. Hiyo namba iwezi onekana. Hiyo namba iwezi onekana na uwezi jua hata kama kuna chata.
What?
It's black.
Yo.
So obvious
Like creative.
curiosity. Mimi
So kamwambia fungua simu.
I'm not that person mwenye I'll take your phone and
Yeah.
go through it.
Yeah.
Mimi nilifeel hapa in disrespect beyond some point.
Yeah.
Mimi nikamwambia angalia.
Fungua.
Open it. Open it.
Dangerous.
Yeah, akasema I open. Nikachukua nika open. Trust me, I went through the text. They've been conversing ever since I traveled.
Hey.
Alikuwa anangoja tu aende
Yaani utoke tu hivi.
mwingine.
It reminds me of that mini play ya Kena.
Yeah.
So sometimes inafikanga mahali as men.
You've had
Point
enough.
kama hiyo tuna lose respect.
Yeah,
If
that's
you forgive
now if you
such a
forgive
thing,
now such a thing.
If
Now
you forgive such a thing, you're losing respect.
yeah.
So vitu kama hizi men ghost
Ghost.
and just respect yourself.
But that one is understandable.
I know I say don't ghost, but yeah.
That one is okay.
Respecting yourself.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Depende, bro.
Pepeo.
Depende bro. Depende.
There. So how long have you been single since then?
I don't know.
A year plus?
I guess.
Na kuna mtu kuingia anasema huyo ni mzee wangu.
Ile tunasema mtu mmoja kwa hiyo.
Sasa hapo kwa hiyo question ya hakuna mtu yuko nje.
Anyway,
As we were saying,
we've had it all, guys.
yeah.
Yeah, hii streets yenyewe usiangalie tu ati kuna watu wanapitia.
Watu wanaonyeshwa tu.
But tumeongea sana. But as we conclude, what now that you've been in relationships for a while and maybe you're singles right now, if you go back to when you were 20, what is that advice you give your 20-year-old self about what to look forward to?
You know the funny thing, about I think 2020, I can't remember the year, maybe 2018 or 2017. There's a website I was using. It's called Future Me. So you write an email for
To yourself?
Yeah,
To your future
future
self.
self
Okay.
itself. So that was like after breakup, I don't remember. So I wrote an email, this and this. I don't remember what I wrote. I don't know when the email will arrive. So I'm just waiting, yeah. Because I forgot. I forgot the date, I forgot everything. So I'm just waiting.
Yeah, imagine ukipata to send it to Tembo Diaries.
Well, like.
Yeah, we won't like air it out there, but it would make sense for this episode. Yeah.
So
So that was about, I don't remember. I just saw myself that I think by that time I was doing the diploma.
Not that time. What now? Like now?
Yeah.
No, right now, okay,
Yeah.
right now,
Mm.
just be there for myself. Because there's a lot of things. Like I told you, like this week when my aunt called me, and then I couldn't call my sister about what she did.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I just now need to be there for
That's
myself.
it.
Joe?
I think mine would be a bit similar to him. What I will tell myself, always choose.
Yeah.
In every situation.
Dependent on
Always
me.
choose. It'll save you a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, especially for 20-year-olds, jipende kwanza.
Depende.
Yeah,
So,
depende
because
kwanza.
most we were talking about it, I think in the first episode, like we kept chasing the wrong things when we were younger.
Yeah.
Yani mtu anakuonyesha kabisa hutaki, lakini
bado uko
wewe
tu hapo
una
ume-
force.
bado umekaa tu
Unajua, hey,
Force issues, man.
love yourself, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That's good advice. And for the purpose of our viewers out there, mnatafuta ama mtafuti?
Me, we, not we. I am not looking.
Jiongele
I am not
wewe.
looking.
You're not looking.
Currently? No.
I don't think so.
No.
But you know these things you don't have to go out there. Yes, sasa niko huku soko.
Niko kwa
huku
streets.
hapa. You know you don't like say ati natafuta.
You know, like for me, like I would say I have the boring lifestyle ever.
Okay.
I wake up, most of the time I go to job, and sometimes I don't. Most of the time is that I don't go to job. So I would stay at home. I have like my own business, like building website and kind of thing. So I would stay home and do this and this. Kifika saa 10, I'm like gym time.
But
Depende,
but-
bro.
but here,
It's good, but there is
that's
structure.
okay. Imagine,
Yeah.
let me tell you, like I was saying, you will know when you find your person. She will be as boring as you imagine, and you will enjoy that boringness together. To be
And I
honest.
think you're calling it a boring life. Like I have almost a similar one.
Mm.
But one thing is, when you date a generation Z, that will be a boring life. To them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
used to
Yeah,
road trips,
all
travel and
the
everything.
time, all the
But
time.
I think that this is a place where we are supposed to look for
Yeah.
the people who are similar to us.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
You have the same goals.
Yeah.
You agree on almost everything.
Almost.
I know we can't
Yeah, you
agree on
can't,
everything,
yeah.
We just
but
want
almost everything. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's what men want.
Yeah, that's what men want. Peace
Anyway,
of mind and respect.
respect most importantly. Respect. Yeah.
Chamsingi.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, this was a nice and interesting conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you guys so much for doing this with us. We
Yeah.
have really learned a lot. I hope you guys have learned to those who are listening and watching us today. And maybe we'll have you guys back sometime for another episode.
Maybe
Yeah.
another
Very,
episode
very,
of the
very
same
Of the same
of
thing, because I feel like we have to exhaust
exhaust
everything.
everything that we need to talk about.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for getting to this point of this episode. Kindly follow us on all our socials at Tembo Diaries. Check our website www.tembodiaries.com for every interesting thing. If you need microfinance things, Dr. Joe.
Yeah.
If you need website things,
IT stuff.
yeah,
Cybersecurity.
we'll put their links in the
Down
description
below,
box on
yeah.
YouTube. Okay, that's been fun. Any parting shots?
Yeah, shout out to Man Cave.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deno, our friend who has given us this space to like host our episode
Podcast.
today.
Yeah.
We're grateful, man. We will also link where the exact location on the description box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so,
that's it from us for today's episode.
Yeah, my host Zalambi.
I'm Imele, and
And
bye.
Ciao.
Yay!